What's up guys, welcome back to another video. This week I'm going to be talking about Anohana. So if you're not familiar with Anohana, it's about a group of childhood friends, Jinta, Anaru, Popo, Tsuruko, and Yukiatsu and Menma. And after the untimely death of their friend Menma, the group of friends had grown apart as they grew older. But suddenly one day, Jintan sees Menma, all grown up. And the catch is, he's the only one that can see her. And so the story follows Jintan as he comes to terms with being the only one who can see Menma and granting her wish. This leads him down a roller coaster of emotions as he brings this to the attention of all of his old friends who have to confront the past in order to find peace in the present. This was a very tragic and endearing story, and it's one of those stories that's going to captivate you with each subsequent episode. The writing is brilliant, the animation is great, let's just get that out of the way right away. You know, it's not every day that you'll find an anime that makes you appreciate life through its ups and downs. There's a prevailing existential theme here, and it successfully plays with those emotions each episode in and out. And you can't help but adore the carefree and happy-go-lucky personality of Menma in direct contrast to the troubled lives of the group of friends who are coping with this present situation and trying to come to grips with their past. It's about expressing your feelings, reconciling with pent-up emotions, breaking down barriers, and letting people in. As you get further into the series, you can't help but find yourself utterly invested in these characters and rooting for their overall success and trying to achieve whatever they're trying to achieve. Although the anime does revolve around Jintan and his experience, it does a good job of providing a lens into the perspective of each and every one of the friends individually as you come to understand what drives them and what troubles them. We all have these questions growing up. I still question many things at 34 years old when it comes to existentialism. Does heaven exist? Do ghosts exist? Is there a higher being? Is reincarnation a thing? These are all questions that simmer in my mind from time to time, and the anime is thought-provoking in that way. I do believe in reincarnation and the cycle of life personally. I can recount many dreams that I've had where I was in a war, or driving a tank, or just doing something that I couldn't possibly have any knowledge of. How do I know what the inside of a tank looks like? How could I have conjured up these images? All these thoughts linger when thinking about this kind of stuff, and there aren't many anime that could elicit that kind of emotion or reaction from me. The series is filled to the brim with captivating social dynamics, and the dialogue is nothing short of perfect. Now, I'm typically a huge fan of action anime, and you know, I'll watch my wholesome anime from time to time, but this one's like up there when it comes to anime that just tugs at the heartstrings and requires your complete and utter investment emotionally. I found myself wanting to help with their struggles and help with their mission to grant Menma's wish. But it just goes to show that each one of us on a fundamental and individual level all have internal struggles to deal with as we go through life. No one's pain is greater, and it is by no means a competition. I think the most prevalent feeling I got from Anohana is that we need to be true to ourselves and never hold anything back. Our emotions are our greatest weapons, and if suppressed, it can be our greatest enemy. And I just realized this anime has me on a huge emotional tangent, and I'm sitting here lecturing you guys about being true to yourselves, and you know, this happened organically, but that's besides the point. What I want to say is that this anime is just spectacular. The story, the animation, the dialogue, the character development, and pacing. From the very beginning, we are invested in Menma's wish. And that may be a clue into figuring out why she still persists and why Jintan is the only one that can see her. But throughout the series, it keeps you guessing as to what that wish could be. And then we get to a tipping point where we actually say to ourselves, That's the wish. But then it flips the scripts and throws us for an emotional loop. From Jintan's tumultuous relationship with Anaru, Popo's regrets and guilt, Tsuruko's facade and suppressed feelings, or Yukiatsu's obsession and envy. At the end of the day, it all revolved around Menma. It allowed these friends to interact with each other on different levels and for different reasons, which added greatly to this multi-layered, multi-threaded backdrop to a simple but compelling overarching story. When you thought at one point that these friends were making inroads or making progress towards a resolution, a new obstacle would reveal itself and force these friends to confront each other yet again. There are much simpler narratives that one could use to explore these kinds of social dynamics, but to package it in a quasi-supernatural / paranormal way just made it that much more interesting. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this anime to be that good. I was expecting a coming-of-age story about romance and friendship, but as you can see, I kind of got a lot more out of it. All in all, it's definitely worth adding to your queue. It's a great anime, it's a must-watch, and if you've already seen it, I felt that. Alright, that'll do it for my review of Anohana. Guys, if you enjoyed this video and if you thought it was helpful, please leave a like. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit the bell notification and subscribe so you get to know when I release new videos like these. As always, that's my time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.